The gestures and happiness of a dog change based on how much the owner talks to them. In fact, dogs feel happiness and joy when spoken to frequently, and they develop common gestures. Through communication, dogs feel a bond with their owners and express it through actions and gestures. Talking to them a lot makes dogs show interest and feel affection towards their owners. Without knowing this, one might mistakenly believe their dog is happy enough and fail to build the best relationship with their pet. This video introduces gestures displayed only by dogs talked to frequently. It is useful for those who feel they don't talk to their dogs enough and for those concerned about truly making their dogs happy. First, let's discuss the important benefits of talking to dogs. The benefits include strengthening communication between the owner and the dog, deepening the bond, reducing the dog's stress, understanding commands, promoting active brain function, nurturing expressions of affection, alleviating the dog's anxiety, extending lifespan, and increasing the owner's happiness. By talking a lot, communication between the owner and the dog is strengthened. Through tone and words, dogs can easily understand the owner's feelings and instructions. Additionally, the bond between the owner and the dog deepens. Dogs rely on the owner's voice for reassurance, leading to a sense of security. When dogs feel secure, their stress is reduced. Talking to the dog allows them to follow commands and deepen their understanding of the owner's instructions. This, in turn, stimulates brain activity as dogs show interest in new words and sounds. Talking to a dog when they are curious provides intellectual stimulation. Dogs, being social animals from their wild days, are inherently prone to loneliness. Feeling neglected by the owner is the most distressing stress for dogs. Therefore, talking to them a lot helps them realize they are loved, providing a sense of security. Consistently speaking in a gentle voice every day is crucial. Interestingly, talking a lot can extend a dog's lifespan. Studies show that dogs who receive a lot of verbal interaction live 2 to 3 years longer than those who don't. As mentioned earlier, talking to the owner a lot makes dogs feel genuinely secure. Owners who talk a lot to their dogs tend to observe their pets closely. They quickly notice subtle changes in their dog's well-being, enabling early detection and treatment of illnesses, ultimately contributing to a longer life. Moreover, owners who talk a lot to their dogs exhibit rich expressions of affection, conveying deep emotions to their pets through voice and words. This, in turn, increases the owner's happiness. Owners who cherish interactions with their dogs during walks, meal preparations, and moments of relaxation experience joy just by being with their pets. Witnessing their dogs happily living without stress brings happiness to the owners as well. Additionally, talking to dogs can bring relief to troubled emotions and help organize thoughts. The benefits of talking to dogs are significant, but merely talking without meaningful interaction won't realize these advantages. It would remain a form of self-satisfaction. Let's now explore the gestures that confirm these points together. Now let's get to the main topic. The first point is approaching people who have communicated a lot on their own. Does your beloved dog wag its tail and approach other people during walks? Actually, not all dogs do this. It's because the owner has expressed a lot of love and affection, saying, "You're cute. I love you," that the dog forms a positive impression and starts approaching people. Some dogs, having received compliments from passers-by during walks, may enjoy approaching people and spreading smiles. They understand that making eye contact brings them praise. When a dog has received affection and playtime, it tends to approach that person for communication. Additionally, dogs with a sociable and friendly personality may actively enjoy interacting with people. Dogs that favor human interaction might initiate contact on their own. However, be cautious as there can be risks associated with approaching people. For instance, an overly excited dog might jump on the person, posing a danger. Even a small dog, if it jumps on a child or an elderly person, could cause injuries. If the person is an adult, unexpected jumping might lead to accidents like tripping. If your dog has a jumping habit, prompt intervention is necessary. Here are some measures to curb jumping: control with a leash and commands, praise, and give treats. Commands like wait or sit are instructions for the dog. To prevent your dog from jumping on others, ensure that the owner has firm control. When your dog is about to jump, pull the leash and make it sit or stand quietly. Encourage relaxation in situations where the dog tends to get excited. Prompt your dog to sit or stand quietly, praise its relaxed attitude, and offer treats. By doing so, your dog will recognize that good things happen even without jumping, leading to gradual improvement in the jumping habit. If the jumping behavior persists, consider consulting with a professional dog trainer for specialized advice. Joining training classes can also provide effective training methods under the guidance of experts. The second point is few stress signs. Dogs that are regularly spoken to do not experience much stress. Dogs naturally prefer living joyfully and close to their companions. Dogs with low stress levels show behaviors that indicate a sense of security towards their owners and the surrounding environment. For example, they may snuggle close to their owners or assume a relaxed sleeping posture. Keeping their body in a natural position and relaxed is also a sign of low stress, characterized by the tail being in a natural position and the entire body appearing at ease. Additionally, dogs with low stress levels have relaxed facial muscles with ears and mouth in a natural position. Their eyes are calm and the tongue may not be sticking out. Some dogs even show a smile. Dogs smiling like humans can be incredibly cute. On the other hand, if a dog feels neglected by its owner, it can experience significant stress. Signs such as yawning when nearby, biting when offering a hand, turning away the face or body, or loss of appetite may indicate that the dog is under stress. As a countermeasure, it is recommended to talk to your dog every day, create a comfortable environment, provide dog chews or chew toys, and engage in physical activity. Start by talking to your dog a lot, gently petting and bonding with it in a soothing voice. When petting, focus on areas your dog enjoys, like around the neck, under the chin, or the side of the body. Creating a calming environment is crucial. For instance, improve conditions like strong fragrance from air fresheners, rooms filled with tobacco smell, or loud noises from the owner's daily activities. Dogs are sensitive to scents like air fresheners and tobacco, and they may find loud noises stressful. Failure to address these issues can make it difficult for your dog to relax even at home, leading to increasing discomfort. Providing dog chews or toys is also recommended. Dogs can relieve stress by chewing. Adequate exercise is vital. Exercise where the dog breathes heavily is essential. Depending on the age, incorporate jogging, not just walking. Longer walks or trips to the dog park on days with more time are also beneficial. Longer walks are around 30 minutes for small to medium-sized dogs and about 1 hour for larger dogs. Activities such as trekking in the mountains or playing in the water are also recommended. On days when you cannot go for a walk, engage in indoor activities. Exercising and playing with the owner not only helps with stress relief but also fulfills the dog's psychological needs. Another way for dogs to relieve stress is through appropriate social opportunities. Dogs are social animals, and interactions with other dogs or people are crucial. Allowing your dog to play with other dogs in a dog park, for example, promotes sociability, helps dissipate stress, and fulfills the need for social interaction. The third point is coming when called. Dogs that have been talked to a lot while growing up will come when their owners call. Does your beloved dog come running when you call its name? Actually, not all dogs exhibit this behavior. Only dogs that recognize being called as something good is happening, expectation of playing, expectation with the owner, or result of training will come to their owners when called. Dogs may feel that something good is expected when they are called. For example, they might expect to be petted, praised, or receive treats, which can lead them to respond to the call. Additionally, dogs may run towards their owners expecting a fun time. This behavior is more likely if the owner regularly calls the dog's name, engages in physical contact, or plays with toys. Speak to your dog with a gentle voice, smile, and talk to it a lot. Also, if proper training has been conducted, the dog may have been trained to respond to the command of being called. As a result, the habit of responding to the owner's call may have been ingrained. Dogs are creatures that return affection when given, so you can surely feel happy about it. On the other hand, if your beloved dog doesn't come when called, it requires attention. In fact, dogs tend to ignore calls from people they dislike. Does your dog respond when called? If your dog often ignores you when called, excluding cases where the dog's hearing is impaired due to age, there might be a possibility that your dog dislikes you. This could indicate a lack of trust between the owner and the dog. When a dog hasn't built a trust relationship with its owner, its response to calls may be slow. Lack of trust can make the dog indifferent to the owner. This situation may arise from the way you've interacted with the dog so far. The main reasons include having had a bad experience in the past, lack of trust relationship, and being engrossed in something else. If the dog had a bad experience after being called, such as being subjected to something it dislikes, like toothbrushing or nail trimming, it may ignore calls due to wariness. Also, dogs that have experienced abuse or unpleasant situations in the past may show anxiety or wariness in similar circumstances or with certain individuals. Since you are likely watching this channel because you want to treat your dog well, as a solution to this situation, it is recommended to include some physical contact before starting care activities. This way, the dog's memory can shift from being called by the owner and something unpleasant happening to being called and something pleasant happening. This can help alleviate the dog's wariness or unpleasant memories associated with being called. If the dog hasn't built a trust relationship, it may also ignore the owner's calls. Dogs naturally want to be close to people with whom they can have fun and feel secure. If the dog spends long hours alone during the day or lacks sufficient physical contact and walks, it may not trust the owner and won't enjoy being together. As a result, the dog may ignore calls. As a countermeasure, spend at least 5 minutes a day on physical contact. During this time, call your dog's name, use words of praise like cute, and engage in positive reinforcement. Additionally, depending on the breed and age of the dog, it is recommended to go for a walk for at least 30 minutes twice a day. Even if you are busy and cannot find much time, at least take your dog for a 30-minute walk once a day. By implementing these practices, you can build a better trust relationship and your dog will come when called. Dogs gradually reduce their wariness and develop trust as they build a relationship. Be patient and approach them with understanding. Moreover, in situations where the dog is excited or there are other intriguing stimuli, it may not notice the call. Dogs are sensitive to their surroundings and external stimuli can take precedence. Curious dogs tend to become engrossed in one thing, making it difficult to hear surrounding sounds. If your dog is in a state of illness or discomfort, it may not want to move. If there is pain or discomfort, the dog may not respond to calls. To quickly judge different situations, cherish communication with your dog on a daily basis and be prepared to respond promptly when needed. The fourth point is sleeping at close distance. By talking to your dog frequently, a trusting relationship is built and your dog might snuggle up to you or sleep together with you. This behavior indicates an intimate connection, signifying that the dog feels deep affection and trust towards the owner. It is also a sign that the dog has a sense of security with the owner. Dogs perceive warm places and being close to their owners as comfortable. Sleeping at close distance allows the dog to relax while feeling the owner's body temperature. Dogs prefer a safe and secure environment. By sleeping at close distance, the dog feels protected by the owner and in a secure state. For the owner, sleeping with the dog deepens the mutual trust, enabling both to relax and enjoy better sleep. When sleeping with a dog, it's important to provide sufficient space and a comfortable bed. Dogs may need their own space, so make sure to secure an appropriately sized sleeping area. If you've recently started keeping a dog, training to teach the dog a specific sleeping place is essential. Familiarizing the dog with sleeping in its bed or crate helps avoid confusion about the sleeping location. The fifth point is frequently tilting the head. Dogs that have been talked to a lot often tilt their heads. While dogs can understand human language to some extent, there are naturally many things they don't comprehend. When dogs are spoken to by their beloved owners, they show interest in words they couldn't understand. Tilted heads can express the dog's attempt to understand the owner's words or commands, indicating the dog's effort to comprehend the language or instructions. Additionally, frequent interaction through talking can spark the dog's interest in the words or sounds. Tilted heads suggest that the dog is curious about new information or stimuli. If your dog tilts its head when you speak, it's evidence that the affection you've conveyed through your words has been well received by your beloved pet. Continue talking to your dog as it can contribute to your pet's increased happiness. On the other hand, if you talk a lot but your dog doesn't tilt its head, there's no need to be disheartened. Dogs' reactions vary based on their personalities and individual traits. Even if a dog loves its owner dearly, not all dogs tilt their heads. The reason behind a dog tilting its head can also include a desire to please or discomfort in the ears. Interestingly, dogs may intentionally tilt their heads to make their owners happy. If, in the past, the owner enthusiastically praised the dog for tilting its head, the dog may remember that moment and tilt its head again to elicit a joyful response, wanting to recreate the pleasing experience. Memories of being affectionately treated in the past can lead dogs to repeat certain behaviors. It seems that you have gained an understanding of the importance of talking to dogs based on the behaviors exhibited by dogs that have been talked to a lot. Now, as the final step, let me explain the correct way to talk to dogs. When you're taking the time to speak to your dog, you want to ensure that you use the right approach to make your beloved pet as happy as possible, right? The correct way to talk to dogs includes emphasizing positive words, adjusting your voice tone to the situation, speaking gently and calmly, talking while petting, maintaining eye contact, and avoiding surprising the dog. First, when talking to your dog, prioritize positive words. Speaking with positive words and tones makes it easier for dogs to learn. Incorporate praise and expressions of affection and actively commend your dog when it exhibits desirable behavior. Also, it's important to change your voice tone based on the situation. For instance, when your dog shows desirable behavior or training is successful, praising in a calm and cheerful tone is effective. Raise the intonation of your voice, expressing joy and affection. In situations where your dog exhibits risky behavior or attention is required, you may need to use a stern voice tone to emphasize the importance of danger or issues. Furthermore, speak to your dog in a gentle and calm manner. When you communicate with a calm attitude, your dog can feel the love from you and be at ease. Simultaneously, engaging in gentle physical contact enhances your dog's happiness and sense of security. When talking to your dog, it's recommended to squat down and make eye contact. This aligns the eye level, making communication more effective. Lastly, avoid startling your dog when talking to it. Dogs spend about 80% of their day sleeping, but the quality of their sleep is not very good. If you talk loudly or approach suddenly when your dog is dozing off, it may get surprised, leading to increased vigilance towards you and potential stress. By being mindful of these aspects while talking to your dog, you can maximize the benefits mentioned at the beginning. That concludes the introduction to behaviors exhibited by dogs that have been talked to a lot. I hope that you and your dog develop an even better relationship than before. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please press the like button. See you again.